Hello and welcome to This Week in Frax.
Gotta listen up.
And DeFi Dave. Kit is unfortunately at KBW this week, and we just did an interview, but his internet was like a little
super
shaky.
laggy, and he was asking such good questions. And it was like, oh, it would have been so great. I mean, it was still a great interview. We had it on with Chunda of Ion Protocol. We'll be out next week, so look forward to that. But yeah, Kit can't make it this week, so it's just me and Sam running it.
Yeah. Big news this week was the sFRAX proposal that the core team put through. Mm-hmm. And this is going to create a DSR-like product in the future, a zero duration yield curve for Frax. So you can just take Frax and deposit it into the vault and get back an sFRAX token and earn a pretty decent yield.
You're saying up to 10% at first?
Yeah, the first 50 million should get around 10%. And then later on, it will come down to like 5%.
That's really exciting. Just to see, like, this is basically Frax's answer to the DSR and SDAI, which has become the risk-free rate of DeFi, and for good reason. Like, it's the best place for, single-sided dollar-pegged stablecoin yield on chain. And so, it's really been a vacuum, not just for Frax, but also to like a lot of DAI that's been sitting on bridges, to the point where you have bridges like XDAI come up with proposals to create a system similar to sFRAXETH, but with DAI as a stablecoin and their bridge. So
yeah,
real exciting to see this. Been a long time coming. It's pretty straightforward, honestly. Like, it's really not that complicated of a product, but the ramifications of it are huge, and it'd be really cool to see what what integrations we can see with certain DeFi protocols, whether it's like Fraxland and whatnot.
Yeah, I think it's going to have a really big impact. One of the things that we've never had before is a DSR-like product.
I know,
and especially with rates at 5%, that's something that we definitely need.
It's incredibly attractive. Yeah. Sam, I can't hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I hit the mute button. Sam said that it's going to be about 10% of the top end, and that it should come down to like around a 5% base yield. He said it should match the IOBR, which is the interest rate, kind of like the base interest rate that the Fed offers for lending mortgage markets. And so like, if it's above that, then extra like revenue would go back to FXS holders. So if there is significant inflows into that product, then we could be seeing a lot of growth of FXS and more revenue.
We could really use it.
Yeah.
I guess at this point the priority is increasing the CR. It's just like you're really climbing a mountain, getting that CR up to 100%. But once we do, it should really be a breakout moment for VE FXS yield.
Yeah, exactly. And so the funds that go into sFRAX, the sFRAX vault, they can go anywhere really. So if Frax is able to find good yields on chain, I mean, it can definitely put it to work there if it can find more than what it needs to pay out. If not, then it can ship it off to Finres. Finres can do what it does by investing into short-term treasuries and to essentially provide that IOBR rate.
Yeah, it's such an eloquent system they came up with, especially with Finres being a nonprofit. Lowest amount of friction and overhead. Single mission, single purpose. It feels really safe. I would feel real comfortable holding sFRAX.
Yeah, of course. And so, like, again, I think the protocol just mints it, right? It just takes the it's not actually investing in anything. It's just creating a process of creating new Frax.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's a little bit different than the DSR, because the DSR is like clearly based on these like RWAs. Investment firms that are attached to Maker.
And it's a little bit risky. I mean, we talked about this last week. It's just like, different risk profiles, different yield opportunities.
Yeah. So Sam kind of gave some examples of how it could work. So the first 50 million could get 10% APR. Then after 51 million, it goes down to like 9%, and then 8%, and all the way down to 5%, which he thinks will be around like $500 million. That's significant, actually. That would take us up well above $1 billion in size.
We'll see the big B again, and especially if people decide to loop-de-loop.
Which they will.
Which
yeah.
They always will. They always will. They always will. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the most significant thing this week. Additionally, there's also some other stuff that happened. So Frax took out $65 million out of the Frax base pool, and they've transferred it over to the sDAO contract in order to make better yields. So I guess they looked at what the return was on the Frax base pool curve pool right now with the voting bribes, and just kind of figured out that the rates they would earn in the sDAO pool would be better.
Oh, like like vanilla sDAO or like a sDAO like liquidity pool?
No, like inside like just vanilla sDAO. Like
oh, really? So
yeah.
the Frax protocol is using its assets and putting it into sDAO.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it makes kudos to sDAO.
Yeah.
What do we talk about on the podcast with Ion? It's all about incentives. Incentives matter. Incentives rule everything around me.
Yeah.
And so, if they, I guess they're looking for yield, and they found sDAO.
Yeah. So the APR on the Frax base pool should actually get better now that there's less protocol and liquidity in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also this week we had a great write up from Kieran.
That was a really good write up. He was very well written.
Really did a great job of capturing the entire scope of the Flatcoin FPI discussion that we've been having so far, and kind of where FPI fits in the entire Frax ecosystem. It was a really great write up, and it's great to see how. I mean, it's really a nice article.
Yeah.
I think that you should, if you want to learn more about FPI and how
it's a really nice read. Because Kieran has his own style. But yeah, what are you saying?
Oh yeah, I mean, he definitely covers all the bases and try to explain FPI, and I think he does a good job of getting that content across.
Yeah, no, he did a great job with that article. And we always joke like FPI is the middle child, but I think this actually gives like the middle child some much needed and earned recognition.
Yeah. So
I have an idea. Do you think like the FPI will put in like Frax into the sDAO?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah. I feel like it's a pretty good idea at this point.
Yeah. Why? I mean, honestly, it should. I mean, they could just take the funds out of because it's mostly all in the liquidity, the FPI Frax liquidity pool.
Yeah.
They could just transition most of the Frax out of there, put it in sDAO, and then ARB the yield that they need to pay out.
Yeah. Did you see? Speaking of MakerDAO, did you see they have a Sakura subDAO?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I'm kind of flattered, honestly, because I'm like, I mean, they can do what they want because like I'm always gonna be associated with like cherry blossoms and Sakura, so in a way they're like promoting me. But it's just so funny. Like out of all the subDAOs, they choose to be like my personal branding. Or maybe I'm just like, I don't know. We'll see.
You need to take it back. Let's launch a
Sakura. I mean, the thing is, like, no one owns Sakura. Anybody could like have a Sakura. Anybody could like rep Sakura. It's like how much do the other and do people like recognize them as being Sakura?
Yeah.
Okay, so like all I gotta say is this. I gotta say this, and I'll put the article of like my Sakura vaporwave memes and cherry blossom memes. Vaporwave memes and cherry blossom trees. What Arizona means to me, we can put that in the description. It's on the Flywheel site.
In the show notes we'll have it.
In the show notes we'll have it. Yeah.
Yeah. So in 18 days, FraxGod.eth is going to be giving a presentation on Binance, where it's actually going to be in Spanish. And
oh no, FraxGod. Yeah.
Yeah, FraxGod.eth. He's going to be giving a crash course on Frax.
A Frax course.
Yeah, Frax course. There's a bunch of stuff. This was, hold on, I've got it here actually in English, which he posted to the, can you see my screen?
It's still loading for me. Hold on, let me check. Okay. Yeah, it's still loading.
Yeah, it's just been having an issue. So he's going to talk about the stable coins, the governance tokens, protocol modules, future implementations, mechanics of the AMOs, liquidity as a service, Frax base pool, and Curve. Really, he's going to cover everything, right? And I reached out to him, and he said he was a Flywheel fan, and that he took a lot of inspiration from us. So go check out his crash course that he's going to be giving. Probably going to be really good because he looks to have all the bases covered based on the details that he's provided so far.
Oh, FraxGod makes really good content. I'm really excited for that. And, it's great to see other people take the torch of spreading awareness and educating people about how Frax works, because it is a mighty task and we can only do so much. And like one of the things Kit said at KBW was, how many people weren't up to date about Frax or unsure or like just had the wrong facts about Frax. And it's definitely an uphill battle, like trying to correct those mistakes and those wrong things. How I see it in like, you want to hear something really funny this week? So I met a former policy person at a big stablecoin last week. And I was telling him, oh yeah, like, I do Flywheel. We do a lot of Frax education and awareness. And he was like, wait, didn't Flywheel go under? I mean, didn't Frax go under? What are you talking about? He's like, and he was talking about Faye. He thought Frax was Faye. And this is a policy guy, like a big stable coin. And I'm just like, man, how the problem is with cryptos, the people only can fit so much in their brain and the news cycles go fast and everyone's on to the next thing. And people will get like a snapshot of what a protocol is. And if it evolves from there, they don't know because they're just like, oh, Frax, and there's not an algo stablecoin, but that's the picture they had of Frax a year and a half ago is not the picture of Frax that is today. And so it's like, it's very hard to keep people updated unless it's something like top 10, or top 5, like Ethereum or Bitcoin. It's really like this is in all, not just Frax, but all protocols face this, all ones that are continually adapting and evolving. And so, that's why education and, the soft scale stuff is important. This is like what makes it underrated.
Yeah. And even the DeFi stuff, I mean, it's multi-chain now. And I think it's from what I've seen, it's easy to kind of focus on like Curve, Frax, Convex. What else is there? I mean, in our ecosystem, that's like 80% of what we talk about, right? Like, it's just like Curve and Frax, like MakerDAO, right? Aave. But even Aave, even having spent some time recently, like reading Aave forums, they have a really in-depth governance.
Yeah, they do.
Like operational thing, and it's very complex and deep, and there's a lot of moving parts and subDAOs, and MakerDAO has like a million different subDAOs.
The lore of MakerDAO is fascinating. The history of governance, like purple paper, it's so deep. I appreciate it. I respect it.
Yeah.
And each protocol has, a different flavor of governance and different stakeholders. And, each protocol is like a different state, and like politics just operate differently in each protocol. Like Frax has its political system. Aave has its like politics. Everybody, like politics is the layer 0 that underlies all of like DeFi and how like things operate. Otherwise, you just have a dictatorship. But it's like
yeah. And so if you like ask me about like what's big in crypto gaming right now, I'd have no idea.
I have no idea.
Parallel cards, but it's been like that since last year. So
Palo's doing some really cool stuff. Like apparently their game is like actually a lot of fun for like being for. Not just for a crypto game, for like an actual video game. So I would expect to hear more about them soon.
Yeah, I bought some packs on base.
They have packs. I remember minting those packs when they first came out in 2021.
I did too, and I made a ton of money on the NFTs. Like,
yeah, I remember it was like that was like right before like the first like big NFT run. Everybody was just like, oh, like look at what I got. Like it was actually a lot of fun. And then like that, yeah, that was like, or maybe no, that was like before the second big NFT run, I think.
Starting in like January 2020 or
January 2021? No, it was February 2021 was when like the B pool was sold, and that like kicked off like NFTs as being a thing. and then there was like a lull, and like during the summer, and then like the parallel cards came, and then after that, like Pudgy Penguins came and Mutant Apes came, and
Yeah, it
all
was
that.
2021, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because I remember like my NFT thing kicked off with NBA Top Shot.
Oh yeah, you did. Oh yeah, of course, because you love basketball.
Yeah, I love basketball, and I just came in. I was like, oh, hey, I'll buy some packs. Like, let me just buy like, I spent $250 on packs, and I ended up making like 60,000 or something like that.
What?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. My buddy came in, dropped like 20 grand, ended up walking away with like $6 or $7 million
NBA Top Shots.
on Top Shots. Yeah. Honestly, like the Top Shot market went ballistic. And then they just the issue is like in the beginning there wasn't a lot of packs. There was just like no packs that you could buy. Like there was the initial packs, and then they just were slowly dishing them out. And then like they really killed it by just doing packs, like just 100,000 packs, right?
Oh, they just
cards
increased
that
the
came
amount.
out, and it just
You
flooded.
you don't hear about NBA Top Shots anymore.
I think they got into a better like groove, really, because like in their minds they want to sell packs. Like the secondary is like a secondary option for them, right? It's not the primary sales are more important to them. And also they want it to be accessible, right? They want people to buy like a $3, $4 card, and or a bunch of $3, $4 cards, and like pair them all together. And you need more supply for that. So like it's just tough. Yeah.
One of my favorite NFC memories was minting Mooncats in the contract. I'll never forget. I was like I was like going to the gym one day, and I'm just like, this is an artifact, and like you can go to the contract and like just like, I'm not technical, so like following some random dude on Twitter on how to like mint this, and I just like I was like, all right, I'll mint like 5 of them and like go to the gym, and I come back, they're like minted out, and everyone's just like up in arm, like just like nuts about this thing. I remember I gifted one to a friend. I like sold a few, and then I kept like 3 of them, or 2 of them. Like it was fun. It was I miss that kind of stuff. Like that's what I'm like searching for, like that organic, just like like organic attraction, like a magnet to something. It's like, oh, like there's like something here, and it's just like it's fun for the sake of being like fun. That's why I like Friend Tech, because it felt like, oh shit, like this is something new, novel, and cool.
Speaking of FinTech, we have a FinTech channel for Frax, and we're posting alpha there. We got post show interview or show notes, and a bunch of stuff that we're actually releasing inside the FinTech channel. You can come and join us and send some messages, and we'll drop.
We got some. We definitely got some like deep cuts in alpha there. So if you're looking for a detailed overview of the Panoptic interview, go on our Friend Tech. If you want to see a detailed overview of our upcoming Ion Protocol interview, which I think is quite important to the space, it'll be in our Friend Tech. It's fun experimenting with these things. Like I'd like to like get like Flywheel DeFi getting more into these like Web3 native dApps, and so like when I saw Friend Tech, I was like, all right, I'm gonna make a Friend Tech for Flywheel, and like we did it.
So one last thing to cover, and we got some more stuff inside the actual This Week in Frax. Actually, we got 2 things to cover. The first being that Stable Scarab posted a great thread on Frax bonds.
Shout out to Stable Scarab. Oh, he's great. He really is great.
Yeah. And so he covers like the whole system of how the FXBs are going to work, and even made up his own graphics as well too. Talks about FinRes, and really just gives a great walkthrough. So go check this out on the newsletter. Shout out
Stable Scarab.
Yeah.
And wow, 71,000 views. Look at how many likes that got.
I know.
Look how many bookmarks. 111.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we got 2 things left. The first being that our vote for the Flywheel website subsidy is live now. I believe it just went live today.
No, it went live a few days ago. I think
a few days ago.
I think by the time this airs, we'll have like 2 more days of voting. Please support. Would help us out a lot. Oh, nice. We got nice. We're like a little under 2 million votes from quorum. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We just gotta. Yeah.
It was this morning. It was like at 0.4. Like nobody had voted yet.
we got some big people that supported us. So
Oh,
Chat.
that's
Thank you.
great.
Thank you.
Hey, and shout out to the people that came to and like wrote in the governance forum. Like we read your comments, and
Yeah.
yeah, thank you so much for writing like these great words of support. OX Chuckbeard, Ripe, and 563. Like we see you.
We see you. We recognize. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah. Honestly, it means a lot, right? Like we work, and it's really nice to see that we're making an impact and that people are actually like using Flywheel to learn more about Frax. It's great.
Doing our job.
Yeah.
We're completing our mandate.
And then the last thing I want to talk about today was this other governance forum, this Discord document bot. This might he proposed this. So Nigel Alford requested $8,000 in Frax to implement an LLM chat bot in the Frax Discord. The bot would take in a bunch of information from like the Frax docs plus Flywheel plus pretty much anywhere else where there's Frax information out there, and then allow people to essentially like offload a lot of the questions that gets asked in the main chat to this bot.
Probably there's a Telegram bot.
Yeah, if it was a Telegram bot, honestly, it'd be pretty cool.
That'd be like more of a conversation.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be like a conversational way to like learn about Frax.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea, but I'm just like Frax is not Discord native, really.
I know, and especially after the Discord hack that happened the other day. I mean, Sam was actually like talking about shutting it down. So
I'm like scared to go on Discord because I saw there's something with hidden links and you don't know what you're clicking. It's just it seems like there's like a lot. I mean, yes, Telegram has bots and scammers and like they'll flood you. I recognize that, but you're not like I feel like with Discord it's like way more of a minefield.
I think if you're in like the public Discords, like the big like public ones, but if you have a private Discord with your like
your friends,
coworkers or friends or something, and you're like running like honestly, we should probably use Discord for Flywheel stuff because we have like if you see our Telegrams, we have like 100 different channels that start with like Flywheel, and then it's like something, right? Like
I am a Telegram maxi. I am stubborn. I will stay on Telegram until we can't Telegram no more.
Yeah. I agree with that as well too. It's just, Discord does have like another level of
it's just not very user friendly. I just like don't like it as a user. I'm sorry. I feel like, and also like, I mean, I don't have a problem with like Discord itself, and I can see why a lot of people use it. I just don't like using it.
Yeah, no, I understand.
And like one way I look at like Discord is like Telegram is like more similar to WhatsApp or like more similar to like texting, like iMessage or whatnot. Discord is much more, even though it's like messaging, it's much more similar to a forum. And like with things like a forum, you're in it. It's like much more of an immersive experience. I feel like with Telegram, it's more of like something that is like part of you're like just message. It's like a partial experience. But with Discord, you're in like there's all these different channels. Like you're in like a voice call. You're in. It's like much more like immersive, which just like has its benefit. I can see why like a lot of NFT protocols and protocols use Discord, for like building community and camaraderie, and that's actually like probably like why they have built like the proper community and camaraderie. But I do recognize that, but it's just I know first, and I guess like I think me and Sam come from Sam Kaz we come from a different time. Discord wasn't a thing; it was just Telegram. So we're just like Telegram boomers.
Yeah, exactly, and especially after the hack as well too. Probably.
Yeah.
Just go to Telegram. Yeah.
And I just like, I should check Discord. I just like, it's just, I like, it's, I don't know. It's just like, I get overwhelmed by notifications and I don't know how you manage like notification overload. I just like literally like, just like mute alerts and mute everything.
I know. Yeah.
I'm a mute maxi for my own personal peace.
So when are you leaving for Singapore? A couple of days, right?
No, I leave when this is released. I'll leave tomorrow. Leave Saturday. I'll be in Singapore from September 10th to 19th. We got a few events on the docket in Flywheel land, in Frax land. We are hosting 2 events. We're hosting Kick It at Kinkies, an evening with friends in Singapore, September 13th, 5:30 to 10. And then we are hosting another thing with our friends at Hailstone and Wombat on September 15th. And I am actually hosting a panel for Stable Summit, which I'm really excited for. I'm hosting it about stablecoin yields on chain and off chain. That's about September 15th. would love to see you all there. And I'll be there from the 10th to the 19th. Since I'm flying to the other side of the fucking world, I'm gonna stay there. It's a long flight. I mean, I decided I'm not doing the straight. I'm not doing the straight flight. I'm doing a different. I'm going the other way.
Oh, you're flying over the Pacific?
No. I'm not flying. I'm flying over I decided to do one stop on my flight.
Where are you going?
Oh no, I'm flying to the Middle East and then flying to.
Oh, you're going to Dubai?
I'm going
somewhere around there.
Yeah. I'm because it's just such a long flight. It's such
have you ever been to Dubai?
Yes, I was there in November. I went to Crypto Fight Night, and apparently I was sitting next to what's Sifu. Apparently I was right next to Sifu, and I didn't even know it. It was and then I just remember I met Zero X Maki was texting me. He was like, "Hey, I see you." I'm like, "I've been wanting to meet you." Oh man! And then I met him and a few other people at where was it? Yeah, we ended up going on sand dune buggying, which was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah.
I highly recommend going on this because the thing is on the sand, if you drive, you drift. You really, it feels like you're on a cloud. You're just drifting. I was just I would love to rip that again. Yeah, that was a interesting. That was right when FTX collapsed.
Oh, fun times.
I remember I flew from Lisbon Lisbon to Dubai, and literally when I took off, people, or it was what, are they in soft? There's no way. It's unimaginable. When I landed, Binance actually purchased, and it was over. And then I just remember
there's rumors that they were going to, and then they backed out, right?
Yeah, no, it was confirmed that they were, but then they backed out once they saw the papers, the financials, and then I remember going to my hotel, just seeing FTX advertisements in fucking Dubai. It was hilarious. Yeah, and did you see today that Ryan Salamani got pled guilty?
Yeah, I did.
And fun fact: me and Ryan were actually in college at the same time. We're both UMass grads.
Oh, really? Did you know each other?
No, I didn't know him at the time, but I had I was 1 degree separated away from him. I think he was a year older, but yeah, it's that's just whole thing is just nuts. I was now I guess I'm the only person from UMass in crypto.
Yeah, they see some assets as well too. I wonder
$1.5 billion in assets
from Salome.
Yeah,
wow,
$1.5 billion.
Wow,
I think I saw that at CNBC.
They're taking it all back. Wow.
Excuse me.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Whoa, $1.5 billion. Damn.
1.5 with a B. With a B.
Whoa. And so he has to give all the money he made back? Because he left. Remember, he left back in 6 to 8 months before.
No. He was there up until November.
Oh, really? Was that it?
Oh, you're thinking about Trabuco.
Thinking about Trabuco. Did they arrest Trabuco yet?
No. Trabuco, nothing happened to Trabuco.
Still on his yacht.
I wonder if he was since he hasn't been caught, do you think he was the one that outed the rest of them?
I don't know. He probably got his severance and went off on the yacht and is having a good time.
Yeah. He would just literally dump on you and make a thread about it. This is what I saw. Yeah. Oh my God. My favorite thing was with when Stargate was released or something. He was yes, we bought all the tokens. We love them. Yes, we bought all the tokens. And then just proceeded farm and dump as Alameda does. Anyways, I think that wraps it up for this week.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. I will. Yeah. So if you want to,
wait, hold on. Can we talk about the graphic that Peep made?
Which one? Because he's been making a lot of great.
The one for the FPI. Because
honestly, right.
I've had multiple people this doesn't usually happen, but 2 people reached out to me today and were like, "What is going on here?" That here we go. This is hilarious.
It's really funny. It is really funny.
It's amazing. This is top tier CAC, like amazing Peep. Like
Yeah.
Peep is our graphic designer, and honestly, like his stuff is incredible, just
Yeah.
incredible. He's great.
Yeah. Like, I mean, the thing is, it's like not a, it's not like a hard graphic to make, but it's just like the position and intention of the graphic. My personal favorite. Can you pull up the one of when we had the Drosera thread when we dropped, and it was like Kim Jong Un and I love hacks with Fraxville. Can you please? I was dying at that one.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find that one.
Yeah,
that one was a great one. Honestly,
it was so funny, that one. Please pull it up just for
yeah. It's hard to find, like, yeah, I mean, you need graphic designers that like understand the culture, right? Here it is.
Please pull it up.
I got it right here. This one was great. Like
just the whole thing with like that SWAT team, like the picture of Kim Jong Un, the hands. I love it.
It's awesome. He's such a good designer.
Yeah. Oh man. Mm-hmm.
Well, this is gonna wrap it up for this week.
Yeah, with a laugh, which we need. But if you want to keep up with all our conversations and alpha and everything in between, make sure you hit that bell button. You subscribe right now. Don't wait. Don't push it off. Do it right now. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. Love us or hate us. We do want to know. Give us a like. It helps us. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at Flywheel DeFi. Make sure you join our Telegram at Flywheel DeFi. We do have a TikTok, which we should bring more notice to, and we've been posting there for a while. So follow us on TikTok at Flywheel DeFi for all your clips. Make sure you subscribe to your newsletter, flywheeldefi.com. We're on FriendTech if you want a little extra alpha and info. Join us on FriendTech there. You can follow me on Twitter at DeFiDay22.
And I'm a traders_inside.
And we will see you next week. Peace.